everybody, so today I'm going to do a pretty much full face first impressions. I have a box. I have a box of affordable makeup, some expensive makeup, and brushes that are all vegan, some new eyelashes. I just have a box of goodies here, and full face first impressions are some of my favorite videos to film, but I don't get to do them that often. So I'm super excited to be filming this video. So I have some brushes from didnt Tools that they sent to me, their new Studio 8 line, so I'll be trying them. I placed an order at BH Cosmetics, so we have a ton. This video is mostly going to be BH Cosmetics, and then I decided to treat myself with my Ulta points and picked up the Tarte Pro palette. I have been wanting this palette for so long. So I had $50 in points, so I bought this and a pair of lashes that were like $12 and I only paid $16. Holla! If you don't use and abuse Ulta's reward system, you're doing something wrong with life. Anyways, so yeah, we have a ton of really exciting new makeup, so let's just get right into it. This is broken. Okay, two shades are broken. Do I go back and exchange it, or do I just press it? Oh god, guys. Oh, it's all dirty. Oh my god, the mirror in here though. Wow, the mirror. Okay, well, two shades came broken, which is super shitty. The shade Trendy right here, and then the black shade, which I was the most excited about, the black shade. Look how pigmented these are though. Like, there is pigment all over. And there's pigment all over the box. Whatever. I'm just going to repress them. I'm not going to bother exchanging it because honestly, if I exchange it, it's just going to go in the trash. I know that about Ulta, so I don't want to waste it. So I'm just going to keep it and press it. For now, I'm not going to hold up the palette just because I'm going to keep it right here. But I'll just show you a little bit of the shades. How beautiful. So I really wanted this palette, but it was between this one and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. But as you guys know, if you have been following me for a second, I had some sort of reaction to the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which makes me very sad. But I like this palette so much, and I've been wanting this palette so much because there's so many gorgeous warm shades, but then there's also this like row of cool shades, so I just think this is a really versatile palette. Okay, so that's the last I'm going to show it to you guys because I don't want to break any more shadows. Anyways, I've been really wanting this eyeshadow palette, so I finally got it, and I'm very excited. So I think the first thing we're going to do, I think we're going to do eyes first. I did pick up a primer from BH Cosmetics. This is the Smooth Canvas Longwear Shadow Primer. I've been really wanting to try this, and all of the reviews said that it is almost identical to the MAC paint pots. Uh-oh, this is like, oh god, this is like shriveled up in there. Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, the consistency still seems fine. But anyways, all the reviews were saying that it is almost identical to the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, which, if y'all have been on my channel for a hot minute, one, thank you, because that's so long, and two, you will know that before I went cruelty-free, the MAC Paint Pots were my shit. I literally would not do my makeup without them. So I'm just going to apply this how I used to apply my paint pots, and I'm just going to go in straight with my finger, and I bought the shade Bisque, by the way. The consistency is really similar. I would say that this is a little bit stiffer, but it has the same amount of coverage. Like, the MAC paint pots are a little bit creamier to the touch. This one's a little stiffer. But I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but if you look in there, it's like shriveled up away from the container, which makes me feel like this might be old. But I don't know. It seems fine. Oh, and then it dries down, which is nice. Okay, then I'm just gonna take the shade Classic from the Tarte palette. This is just a soft, matte, kind of vanilla yellow shade. And I'm just gonna take that with my setting brush and just barely set my eyes. I'm really excited about it though, because if this is truly a dupe for MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre, one, I'm so excited because it's so much cheaper, and two, it's a cruelty-free dupe, so hey. Okay, of my new didnt Tools brushes, most of these, oh, I should have used this to apply the paint pot, damn it. Well, maybe I'll apply this with my under eye concealer. This is the blending concealer brush. I should have totally applied this. My paint pot with this, but whatever. Most of these are face brushes, but I did pick up a new vegan brush. I picked up 2 new vegan brushes from BH Cosmetics. One, look how beautiful the packaging is. It's like this taupey silver purple. Ugh, it's amazing. Anyway, so this is the vegan blending brush. This is the V5. So I am first, okay, these shadows are very, very powdery, which is the first thing I'm noticing. I don't necessarily mind a powdery eyeshadow though, so that's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to take the shade Whimsy. So yeah, there's a lot of kick up, but they're very, very pigmented. These are very soft shadows. Oh, holy crap. I wanted to go in with a lighter color before this, and I forgot about that. So, okay, they are really full on, but they're blending out really nicely. I was kind of worried at first, but there's a lot of kick up. Like there's a lot of kick up. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade Innocent, which is a little bit paler, more of a nude shade, and I'm just going to use that to blend out the upper crease a little bit because I wanted to do this first, but I just got excited and went in with that warm shade. So that just kind of diffused it a little bit more. Let's zoom me in, shall we? I am going to take my Sigma E25 and I'm going to go in with the shade Mod, which is this beautiful cranberry color. But there's 2 like kind of cranberry colors and this one is the lighter of the 2. That's kind of what it looks like. It's super pretty. So I'm just going to pack this. I think we're going to do a halo eye and then like do kind of a cranberry halo eye and then put this crazy blue duochrome in the center. Maybe? I don't know. I think that could be cool. But I'm just going to pack this in the outer corner and then start to blend into the crease. I'm also going to do this to the inner corner too. Look at this pigment. I feel like this is such a good... I was really excited about this palette because it's so complete. There are like... they're pretty much all matte, which I hate eyeshadow palettes that are mostly shimmers. I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, what? No. And then second, I feel like the #1 complaint is that palettes need to have more black. Like, no palettes have black. And this one has a dark brown and a black and a pink tone brow bone highlight and a yellow tone brow bone highlight. It has warm tones and it has cool tones. Like, I don't understand. Like, unless this quality ends up being crap, which so far it is not. Like, I don't understand why people aren't talking about this more, you know? Sometimes the beauty community just, like, gets carried away with certain products and totally sweeps other products totally under the rug, you know what I mean? I'm going to take the shade Whimsy again and just buff out my crease a little bit more. I'm just going to take this blending concealer brush. I usually don't use brushes like this to blend concealer. I really like these for packing brushes in the outer corner, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to take the shade Drama, which is the darker of the cranberry shades. That's kind of what it looks like. And I'm just going to, oh, wow. And I'm just going to kind of pat and wiggle. Wow, that is beautiful. Oh my god. Holy crap. This shade is so just like rich. Okay, then I'm going to take some black. I'm just going to clean off my brush a little bit. I'm going to take my Sigma E45 and I'm going to take the shade Punk, which is the black shade, which looks really promising. And I'm just going to wiggle this in the outer corner as well. I'm going to take this very concentrated in the outer corner though because I don't want to cover up all those berry tones. Look how nice that is though. Y'all, why aren't people talking about this palette? I feel like Tarte palettes are kind of swept under the rug. Like, I wasn't really interested in any Tarte palettes until I saw this one in person. Like, I feel like, you know, the In Bloom palette has, like, gotten a decent amount of hype. But that's kind of, like, it. And then I'm going to take this color in the inner corner as well. But I seriously want everybody to have this eyeshadow palette. This is awesome so far. And then I'm going to just drag it through the crease and combine, or, you know, kind of meet the two in the middle with the black a little bit. I'm not taking any extra on my brush. I'm just blending. Okay, I want a little bit, because I know a dark color is going to go all over my lid, so I want a little bit more of that berry shade around the outside of the black. So I'm just taking more of Mod, which is that the lighter cranberry, but it's not a light cranberry by any means. Like, look how pigmented. What the heck is happening? Do you see how rich these colors are? I am shook. Okay, I'm going to take the shade Trendy, which is the broken shade, but it's this really, really cool blue duochrome. Usually these blue duochromes I'm not like super in love with. I just think it can be a little, I feel like it's a little overdone, to be honest. But I'm going to take my e.l.f. Aqua Primer Mist. This is honestly the closest thing to MAC Fix Plus that I have found since going cruelty free, and I really, really love it. And I'm just going to wet my brush since this shade is broken, and I'm going to pick up a bit of this, and I'm just going to slap this on my lids. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is really similar to like MAC's Blue Brown, Makeup Geek Insomnia, like any of those like blue duochrome to like a warm brown shift shades. I'm not like super in love with it, but I can't tell if it's like the whole look or if it's just the shadow. I don't know if it's because my brush is wet or if it's because the shadow is broken, but it's like as I'm laying it down, it's kind of picking up in places as I'm like patting it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I should have just applied this with my finger from the get-go. I was like, I want this to be like punchier. Just apply it with your finger. It's so much better. Which is how I usually apply like my shimmer shades. I don't know why. Sometimes I just try to be fancy. Okay, super, super pretty. Okay, well now that the bulk of the face is done, and like I said, there's like almost no fallout at all. Well, now let's move on to face. So I picked up the BH Liquid Foundation, their Naturally Flawless Foundation. It says new and improved BH Liquid Foundation now includes hyaluronic acid to keep skin hydrated. The lightweight formula imparts natural looking satin finish and provides medium to full coverage. So natural looking, satin finish, provides medium to full coverage, and is supposed to be lightweight. So let's keep those claims in mind. I got the shade 205 Fair Golden, which is supposed to be the like fairest shade for warm undertones. The rest of them looked pretty pink. I don't know how best to apply this, so I'm just going to apply this with my Moda 801 brush. Why not? Okay, so it's a really thick kind of consistency. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm not sure about this, guys. This feels like I'm spreading thick sunscreen on my face. But the coverage is like good. The texture is just really off-putting. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. It looks pretty full-on coverage. It's definitely a satin finish. It looks full on coverage at first, but definitely as you blend it out, the coverage gets less and less. So I started with 2 pumps, now grabbing a third. This is a very, very thick consistency. I don't know about this. So 3 pumps, I'm just gonna take whatever's left. The color does look like it's oxidized a little bit too already. It's definitely too dark for me, but it's nothing like terribly bad. It does look natural. This looks like my skin, right? Like it has a little bit of shine. It's not too heavy. It feels heavy. It doesn't look heavy, but honestly, this does not feel lightweight. This feels like grease on my face. Like I can feel it pinning down my little like peach fuzz. You know that feeling? Not too sure about this one, y'all. Really not too sure about it. But it looks really pretty. Like it does have a gorgeous satin finish, medium coverage. I don't want to build it up honestly because this already feels gross on my skin. But I think this looks really pretty. Like, I don't know. I really like it. So anyways, we're going to conceal. I do not have a new concealer, so I'm just going to use my Tarte Shape Tape to give me a little bit more coverage. But we do have a new under eye setting powder to try, so we will do that. This is just the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. Blend it in with the same sponge, which if you guys haven't tried the sponge, y'all need to. It's so soft. Honestly, it's softer than the Beauty Blender. I love it. Concealer seems to be going on top of it fine though, so that's nice. Okay, so I have this Delium Tools 914 tapered highlighting brush. I think I want to use this to set my under eyes because I think that's what I would kind of use this for, right? So I have this e.l.f. under eye setting powder. It's the new one, and this is in the shade Banana. I think this will be too dark for me on its own. So what I am going to do is I'm going to set my under eyes with this shade from the NYX Contour palette. Ooh, I like this brush. It's nice and soft. My camera shut off and I was rambling, and I don't know when it shut off. But, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this banana powder from e.l.f. This is like, oh yeah, this might be way too dark, but I'm just going to take a little bit of it and just, oh yep, this is way too dark. See, and my thing was, okay, this did say it was for deep skin tones. It did. It said it on the website. I'm own up to it right now. But I don't like pink toned, like the one for fair skin was pink toned, and I was just like, I don't want that. I don't want it. I hate pink tone stuff on my face when it comes to like complexion products. So I was like, just like, you know what, whatever, I will just make this work. So what I think I'm going to do is just mix this with a more fair powder and just combine them together, because that's what I used to do. And yeah, let's see. I'm going to set, I also don't have a new setting powder, so I am just going to, I'm going to set my face with just my normal powder, and I'm going to use this new big boy. This is the BH Cosmetics V1 brush. Ooh, I really think I like this brush. Okay, this set nicely. Sometimes, because I like, being that I have oily skin, I literally cannot stand when my foundation is sticky, and some foundations take so much powder to really like set them down, and this one like set really nicely. And actually it has a little bit fuller coverage now that it's set a little bit more, which is nice. I want to continue with face before we finish up the eyes, I think. Yeah, I have a few new face brushes. I have this highlighting fan brush, which I think could be cool. Maybe for bronzer? I don't know. This is just so big. This is the 991.5 highlighting fan brush. I think this could be good. Yeah, this could be fine for bronzer. I think I'm going to use this for bronzer, and then I'm going to use one of these for contour. I think I'm going to use the Duo Fiber face shading brush. If you like cream contour, I feel like you're going to need this brush. I am just not a cream contour gal, but I guess you could even maybe blend out under eye concealer with this. But this is the Face Sculpting 977 brush. So I feel like this would be really, really good for cream contour. It's very, very dense. Or I feel like maybe you could blend out under eye concealer with this. I should have tried that. I do not have a new bronzer to try, but I do have this BH Cosmetics Nude Blush Palette. So I had their OG blush palette, and I wanted to try the nude one because the OG one just has like so many like bright pinks that I will never use. And I will say they upgraded the packaging, and it's so nice. I was gonna see if there's a shade in here that I could use for bronzer, like if there was like a warmer tone, but I don't think there is. Like there's like this one, but this one is super shiny. But look how pretty. Look how pretty. I'm obsessed. Okay, so I'm just going to use my Makeup Geek Warm Porcelain Contour, and I'm just gonna go in with this brush. Oh yeah, that's really, really nice. I'm just kind of brushing back and forth into the pan. Oh, that looks so nice. Okay, so this is again the 991.5 brush. I really like it. Okay, then I want to contour a little bit, and I want to use this Duo Fiber Face Sculpting brush. For contour, I'm just going to take the Fawn shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. Ooh, yes! Just going to take this down my nose, too. Ooh, yeah, oh my god. That nose is snatched. What the hell? Alright, I really, really like this brush too. Holy crap. Yes! Okay, and then blush. I don't have a new... Maybe I'll use this for blush. I know ShanXO always uses like a brush similar to this for blush, so maybe I'll do that. Look how wiggly this is. It looks silly. I have no idea what... Ooh, I think this one is calling my name right here in the middle. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that. Oh, these are pigmented. Oh, okay. So maybe this was a really good brush for this, because this is pigmented. Oh my lord. Do you guys, what? Then I'm super excited about this. This is the Spotlight Highlight 6 color, oh my gosh, there's plastic and everything. 6 color highlighting palette. Okay, this color Dream. These are like so what? What is happening, you guys? What is happening? Okay, wow, I am honestly so excited. These are so finely milled and buttery. It's insane. Let's see how it looks. So I'm gonna take the shade Dream first. Did I just put Champagne Pop on my cheeks? Yep, I did. Okay, that's so pretty. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Glow, which I feel like is gonna be a pale girl's like that. I need a second. So I literally needed to stop for a second and Snapchat about this because this is amazing. I did kind of blend it a little bit with this brush towards the front of my cheeks where I have a little bit of texture. But what? Like, my cheeks look wet right now and it is so finely milled. Okay, I'm just gonna go over and kind of blend a little bit. I mean, if you like a real intense highlighter, this is gonna be your jam. Okay. Alright, we need to move on because I will literally just stare at this highlight for forever. So, we're gonna move on. We're gonna do brows real quick. Y'all, I actually got a new brow product to try, so I'll be doing my brows in this tutorial. This is the BH Pro Waterproof Brow Pomade. I saw Raw Beauty Christy, which if you don't follow her, go follow her. She's amazing. But I saw Raw Beauty Christy try out a bunch of this stuff, which honestly, like, is a lot of the reason why I placed the order, so thanks. But she said this was really similar to the Anastasia dip brow, but she said this one isn't as pigmented, but in a good way, to where like the Anastasia dip brow can be just like, you know, like super intense. She said this one is a little easier to work with. So I'm just going to take my handy dandy Anastasia number 12 brush and just brush through my brows. Ignore my little brow hairs coming into play. But I got the shade Ebony. It looks a little bit brown, but that's okay. My roots need to be retouched up. So I'm just going to take a little bit. The consistency is really similar, but it is a little bit harder. Whereas like when I first dip into dip brow, it's like bleh. This is like tick, 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 you know? But other than that, it seems really similar. So I'm just going to go ahead. Oh! This is honestly performing identical to my dip brow. Like, I think if you switch this for my dip brow and didn't tell me, at this point, I would not be able to notice. You guys, and this is so cheap. I think I got this for like $4. I threw away my invoice, which I shouldn't. I should have kept it to reference for prices. I did get all this stuff on sale, but BH Cosmetics is literally always having a sale. I think I got this highlighting palette for like under $10 too. So, holla. I love this. It's honestly a bit waxier. Like, it's a little bit thicker in formula than dip brow, but I like it so much because it keeps my hairs in place. I'm so happy. I disagree. I don't think it's less pigmented than dip brow for sure. This is really pigmented. At this point in my life, I like this better than dip brow. No shit, and I've been using dip brow for years. This is just so pigmented and waxy. I like it because it's waxy, so it actually like makes my brow hairs look thicker. Whereas I feel like dip brow just kind of masks my eyebrow hairs like into the rest of my makeup. I'm so beyond thrilled right now. I'm so happy. Okay, let's finish up the eye makeup. So I'm just going to highlight my brow bone real quick. I'm going to take the shade Vintage, which is the more, there's like a yellow toned highlighting shade, and then there's a more pink toned. This one is the more pink. Oh my god, why aren't people talking about this eyeshadow palette? I am going to work on my lower lash line a little bit. I'm just going to take that same Mod shade, which is the brighter cranberry, and I'm just going to pop this all the way from inner to outer corner on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the first two. Maybe it's just this Whimsy shade. This Whimsy shade is very crumbly. Not crumbly, but powdery. But I haven't noticed the rest of them being as powdery as this warm brown. I was going to say that like this palette would be awesome to travel with because there's literally like every matte shade you would ever need. But I feel like these shadows might not be very travel friendly because they seem very, very, very soft. So, pros and cons. I do not have new eyeliner to try, so I'm just going to, but I do have new lashes. So, I'm just going to do a thin line across my lash band just to make putting on lashes easier, and I'm using my Steely Style Stylus liner. Okay, before we move on to putting on the lashes, I do want to do lips first. So I got 3 lip products. I got 2 of their lip liners. I always hear ShanXO talk about these. I got the shade Earth, and then I got the shade Sandy, and then I got a liquid lipstick. I only got one because I want to try the formula out first, but I got the shade Alice, which I actually think will look really, really pretty. It looks like kind of a mauve-y pink. Oh, this looks super pretty. I don't think any of these lip liners will necessarily match with it, but I'm going to put one on anyways. Oh yeah, this one should be fine. So this one is the shade Sandy. Oh, I think I was just too aggressive with it. It's so creamy, but that's the color. Okay, well, I'm just going to sharpen that. So these are very, very, very creamy, a little soft. And then, ooh, this shade is pretty. This is the shade Earth. Be careful. Oh, what? That's weird. So it looks like that, but that's the color. So those don't even kind of match. I actually think I'm going to take this shade in Earth, and I'm just going to line my lips. Yeah, these are super creamy. I really like them. Honestly, I don't use lip liner a ton, but I do use it whenever I'm wearing lipstick or lip gloss, so I just wanted to give it a go. Then I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Alice. I'm really excited for this color. It almost, like just in the bottle, looks a lot like ColourPop's Little Stitches. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I really hope I like the formula because this color is like everything. I do want to point out that my lips are incredibly dehydrated. So as you can see, like there's a lot of texture on my lips. That is not just because of the lipstick. It emphasizes it since putting anything on chapped lips will, unless it's like lip balm, emphasize it. But that'll definitely be like a test of this lipstick for sure because my lips are so chapped. Right now, it's drying down already. This color is everything. This color is literally my perfect nude. So then I'm going to go put on some lashes, the last thing in this little on haul, whatever, first impressions. These are the Allure Vegas Nay Platinum Princess Faux Mink Lashes. I tried Allure lashes a really, really long time ago, and I honestly was not a fan because they were so pokey and so thick. Like, they hurt so bad. But I wanted to give these another try because I have gotten a lot more experienced with fake lashes. And like, honestly, if lashes are too pokey, you probably just need to trim them. So I'm just going to give these another go. These are expensive. They're like $12, but they are pretty reusable, I would imagine. And they're supposed to be like faux mink, so that's always nice to have, you know, drugstore faux mink lashes. Beautiful. Like, oh, like super thick and wispy. And hopefully you can see how like fluffy they are. I'm definitely going to need to trim these because these are long AF, but I'm going to go apply these lashes and we will be right back. Alright everybody, lashes are on. Now I will say they are not pokey. They're really comfortable. They're really, really lightweight. They're a lot less thick than I thought they would be. I wish they would be a little bit thicker, but they're still super, super pretty, and they're perfect for halo eyes because sometimes if you put on like really, really thick lashes, you can't see any of the work that you did on the lid. So I really like these, but they are crazy, crazy, crazy delicate. I like went to like gently like I was pulling very, very gently, and one of the little like clumps of wispies pulled like halfway off, so I had to like repair it with lash glue and like try to put them back on. But other than that, really, really like these. They're super pretty, super comfortable. I'm a fan. The lip is really, really comfortable. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but like there's still a little bit of stick to it. They aren't like totally like suck the life out of your lips dry. They don't. I was expecting them honestly to feel like ColourPop Ultra Mattes, but they don't at all. They're like a really comfortable matte formula. It honestly reminds me a lot of the Jeffree Star formula. I feel like they might crumble. I'm starting to get maybe a little bit, but honestly, like my lips are so dry. I feel like it's not fair to judge a liquid lipstick because it has to go on basically cracked cement, you know what I mean? But I will update you guys on how I like the formula in a later video, probably like a favorites video or on my Snapchat or whatever. But I am so beyond excited about literally almost every single product that I tried today. The foundation, I might have to just wear because now that I have all my makeup on, like the foundation doesn't feel as heavy as it did when I first put it on. It's just like a thick consistency, and I think that threw me off. But now that I have all my makeup on, I don't notice it still feeling heavy. I think it feels heavy when it's wet. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to try it more. So other than that, I'm gonna have to try the foundation more, but I do like how it looks now with everything. Like all my makeup went on top of it really, really well. I'm really excited. The blush palette, the highlighter palette. The highlighter palette is honestly incredible. I'm so excited. So that is pretty much it for my try on haul, full face first impression, however you want to label this. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please give me a thumbs up. If there's anything specifically that you want me to try, hit me up and let me know. Let me know if there's any other products from BH Cosmetics that are kind of hidden gems. I will again also let you know about the longevity of this eye primer. So far the shadows like went on really well on top of it. I'm just gonna have to check and see how long it lasts. So I will update you guys with that. I will maybe do it in the comment section, or not in the comments but in the description, but I'll probably just do it in it'll probably be in my favorites video. Okay, probably in my favorites video. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, again, please give me a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
To join forces.